In that world, water was saved the way we save money, drop by drop. Every house stored it. Then, it was deposited into a bank. Because when thirst crossed the limit, that stored water was the only thing that could save you. Kids even paid their school fees with bottles of water. Because in that world, water wasn't just survival, it was currency. It was power. But then, everything changed. People stopped depositing water. Slowly, the entire water bank dried up. Cracks spread across the walls. The tanks echoed with emptiness. And that's when an unknown boy walked in. There was something restless in his eyes, something urgent. He looked straight at the counter and said, "Can I get a glass of water?" Silence. The room froze. People stared at him like he hadn't asked for water. But for someone's life, the workers were stunned. But there was something different about his voice. People were shocked. Then suddenly, they burst out laughing. In the crowd stood the most feared thug in the village. He didn't find it funny. He stepped forward, looked the boy in the eyes. "If you can defeat me, the water is yours." On the outside, the boy looked fearless. On the inside, his heart was pounding. Then, something happened no one could have imagined. The thug suddenly started running, terrified. The crowd gasped. They thought he was afraid of the boy, but the real reason was something else. Behind him stood a dangerous, starving man. The thug turned, and his breath stopped. The boy panicked too. He ran toward the restroom. The thug smashed the door open. It was over, or at least it should have been. Then, the boy's hand hit a hidden switch. From above, a massive slab of iron dropped, and in a single second, the thug was crushed. The entire village stood in shock. Overnight, the boy became a hero. They made him the new collector, the keeper of water. But the real twist was just beginning. The village head smiled on the outside, but behind that smile, a conspiracy was growing. Monday arrived, distribution day. People lined up with hope in their eyes. The taps were opened, and instead of water, mud poured out. Screams filled the air. An investigation followed. The bank manager was dead. He had drowned in water. Now, all suspicion pointed directly at the village head. But the real question still remains, was this an accident? Or did the game begin the moment that unknown boy walked in and asked for a glass of water?